Go. 180.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Now Wentz. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Wentz. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz, and complete to Zach Ertz. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, Ryan Switzer.
That's it, baby. We gon' work. At their own 20-yard line. Here we go. Hey, come on. Here I come. Hey, switch gears. Check.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Hines. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. A first down carry here for Johnson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Coming to you. Watch twist. Shoot.
Bang!
On the ground, this is Johnson. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now it's Hines. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
You can't block me. Alert 3. Alert. Check 43. Switch. Kill.
They run with Hines. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, Johnson. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Now Harris, operating from the gun. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Check 59. You ain't going nowhere. Check 99. Check 99.
81.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Hey, Orbit.
Mike's 59.
Here.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Mike, check.
Kill.
59.
Go.
Watch the boot.
On third and long, it's Wentz. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Set. Get the ball. Ball shot.
Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Watch the flow.
On first down, Harris. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in, and it makes it hard to defend.
2nd and 5. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
Check, 47. I got one.
They'll run on first down. Johnson, he'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
This is Murray. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Let's show that. 50 to Pittsburgh. Check 53's Mike. Yo. Joker's hang on. Watch safety creeping.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
At the 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Hines on the toss play. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Harris. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is in this situation.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Wentz flushed out right. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Mike 52.
All day, just like that. Just like that. A little flare, a little flare, flare.
46 down, man, 5-4. No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52, we got it.
On play action, Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And got his man, complete. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Hey, team 6.
Here's Wentz to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Give him 32 on the play. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo. Bravo.
Strip that ball. No, Mike 51.
Sunday.
You don't want nothing.
This 5-7. Hey, exit.
Check.
From the red zone now, Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's find two. Come. 25. 74.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike.
Again, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Wins to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. 5. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Hines. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. To throw is Harris. To throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A final shot before half for Wentz. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Too little, Cap. Check your hot read.
Shift. Watch the shift.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Space to maneuver at the 40. The 40. 30. 10. For touchdown. New Orleans. Naeem Hines. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing his Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation in there, the defense won the battle. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. On first down, Sanders down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. Let's go. Sunday. Hey, Echo. Hey, Mike 51.
On 2nd down and 4. Wentz, and it's caught. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Mike's 56. It's going to be a long...
Wentz now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The target there, Mac Hollins. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
To throw is Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Alpha.
Fight 51. Mike. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school. 51, Mike. Mike, 51. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 51 to Mike.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin the drive with Hines. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
No gain on the play. 2nd and
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch QB drop. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They run again with Hines. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky.
They'll try the left side. Hines. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
57. Come on. Deuce. Chance. Wheel.
Again, it's Johnson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Shorty.
Now wins. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
81.
Working from the gun. Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards. Into the red zone. Wentz. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's Harris looking to throw on 2nd down. He gets it to Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They go to Johnson again. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Harris from the gun. He'll throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. 1st quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Give him 30 yards there.
Hey, Roy.
From midfield, here's Wentz. The Sanders has got it complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Throwing on first is Wentz. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, orbit. Check three.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
46 down, man, 5-4.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Score, Tokyo!
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. 3 buzz.
Go!
56. Mike, 56.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
So that'll back him up 5.
Check.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, team 6. Ram.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check the backer. Slam. What?
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 39.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Harris now. Off play action. That's complete to Sterling. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
I got you. I got you. Check safety, check safety. Check three, check three.
They run the counter. Hines. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Check 4, check 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Let's go. Exit, exit.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Lutz's kick is good. And that one ups the lead to 22-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Wentz going to throw. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Go. 120.
Right there, 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here.
I'm coming after you. Mike 56. Mike 56.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Completes it to Davis. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw.